This is a simple raw DVR recording of the flight. I did record it on the Mobius, I thought I did, but there was no file there. I was gutted really, because there's some really nice shots. So this is the Twin Star, off we go. I enjoyed this flight this much that I'll put the whole flight on uninterrupted from start to finish. Well, I say uninterrupted, there is a couple of seconds missing at one point when the DVR stops recording the first file and makes a second. So here we go, we've set off, just having a quick look around, make sure all systems are go. I've noticed I've lost a couple of satellites. The picture's a little bit flickery, which is not what you'd expect normally that close in. This was in fact a telltale sign. The VTX was actually going to pack up on the next flight. It packed up about 2 kilometers out, and it was a very intense wait for it to come back, but it did. Hence, you're watching this video now. So, just getting everything set up. As you can see, roll and pitch are there 5 and 5, because I like to tune the autopilot each and every flight. You can see one of Big Nose's skew plane is there, and it's slightly bent, and I forgot to straighten it before the flight. A quick test of return to home. The reason I do this is to make sure it works, and the second reason is I don't have return to home stored as a failsafe, because the MyFlyDream has a little bug, and when you try and save a model, sometimes it goes into failsafe and it won't come out, so it starts up the propellers and it cuts you to bits. So what I do now is I take the propellers off, and my failsafe is nothing, just sit there. So obviously it hasn't been a problem since, but it also means I've got to set my failsafe every time I go out flying. Right, so I'm just going to come over the harbour and then have a quick look. I'll come back over later on for a much lower, closer look at things, but I didn't want to really miss out on this ship. Having a quick look down there, it is just coming into the T's. Looks pretty cool. The whole idea was it was going to be in HD, so it was going to look really, really nice. Except, even though you're looking through the Mobius, it didn't actually record, which is a crying shame, because I was very much looking forward to it when I came back in, watching it back. But sadly, this is as good as it gets, people. So I'm ready to go for a little wander. I'm way too high now, so what I want to do is get fairly low down the beach. The thing is, because I'm flying with Keith and Dean, they go down like a slope, and then they fly off the slope. But what this means is, for the beach runs, is you're too low to keep line of sight, so you can't get down dead low because you're already at the height of the dunes. So I'm going to experiment with how low I can get as I'm going along. But until then, just gradually winding it down, taking in the lovely sights. It's a lovely hot sunny day. There isn't zero wind. I am getting pushed from right to left. There was zero wind this morning, which was fantastic, and then by the time I actually got out, the wind had picked up. But that's no great hassle. Stabilised mode is working fine. Just slowly killing the altitude off as I'm trundling along now. Now there's another telltale sign that there might be something wrong with this VTX. But I've had it cut out with the picture before on it, and then it was absolutely fine. So at this point I'm thinking nothing more of it. As you can see, the altitude's dropping. We're down from 90 odd to now we're down to 42 meters above ground. A steady cruise of 49-50 kilometers an hour. That's 7 amps. 1.2 kilometers out, and still killing the height off. Just seeing just how far I can get away with it. It's lovely having a nice flight like this where range is not important. I've no intention of doing any range whatsoever today. It's all the built up populated area up in front of me. I have no intention of flying over built up areas. I think it's stupid to do. So I won't be doing that. As soon as I get to the population, I'll be turning around, going over more wasteland, and then I might have a cheeky look over the steelworks. But for now, the beach is doing just fine. It's looking quite nice. I've had to tweak my trims there because it's driving me back up again. So I'm going to start coming down, but this time when I come down, I am going to break the Fresnel zone too much, and you're going to see it go into return to launch. Here we go, 30 meters up, 29, 28. Keep going, 26. See that's a good height. I'd be happy with that. Bear in mind I know how low I am to the floor, but still the dune's in the way. There you go, 20 meters up. But in a second, I'm going to have a little problem. Only a little problem. It kicks into return to launch for just a second. Starts climbing, which is odd because I told it not to climb. But my Fly Dreams decided I do want to climb. There it goes. Starts climbing up, and as soon as it climbs up, boom, stabilised mode kicks back in, and I have control again. So I was like, right, that's as low as it'll let me go, so let's not tempt fate. Keep going down the beach a bit further. As you can see, population's starting to appear now. There's a caravan site to the right hand side with golf course. No, that's the green patch there, the golf course. And what I'm going to do is where the blank bit is, where there's no people or vessels or anything, this is where I'm going to make a right hand turn and come back up the wasteland. So I should make the right hand turn about now. There we go. Now I'm going to come up the strip of green here. Now you can see the steelworks. The top middle of the picture. So the marsh is just out of shot on the left. I think I'm going to have a look around. And I'm going to have a look at another caravan site. Yeah, there's the marshes there. Again, trundling along. What's going through my mind about now is I wonder how close I get to the steelworks again. Because last time I kept on losing my picture. So as I'm looking around, being generally nosy, I'm sat there thinking to myself, dare I go over the blast furnace? And there it is, where the flashing cursor is pointing home. That's the blast there with the smoke around it. Thinking maybe if I come from this side, then if I lose my picture, I can just click return to home and I'm basically pointing home anyway. Shall we try it? Yeah, why not? So, I get it stuck in my head that yes, I'm going to try and fly over a steel blast furnace. Don't try this at home, kids. So, quick look round. That's a golf course there. Golf course that whinges about the steelworks. About the dirt from it. Well, don't build a golf course next to a steelworks, then you idiot. So far the picture's not looking too bad, but then again I have got clear line of sight. Over a nice blue bit to the right hand side, whereabouts the 190 is now on the display. So far my picture's not getting bothered in the slightest, which is great. slowly creeping up on it. The lower right hand corner, and give it looking down. On the lower right hand corner, that's the slag pools there, where they dump all the bad steel, the steel that's no good that comes out of the blast. That flashing marker that you can see in between that and the 190, that's the blast furnace there with a big conveyor going all the way to the top of it. I'm committed now, I'm going to go for it, but I'm thinking, damn, I'm a bit high, but if they blew any of the gases off, at least, or the steam, then at least I stand a chance of getting out there before my plane gets melted instantly. Well, there you go. Not many people can say they've got a view like that before of the blast furnace. So at least I can say I did it. It looks cool, I like all this industrial playground. Some people say it's horrible and not picturesque, but I like it. So there you go, there's a mission I wanted to do out the way. Yeah, I could have got closer, I suppose. Didn't want to tempt fate. I'm happy I flew over it. So now we need to get down and start looking at some other things. Maybe some slightly nicer looking things than coke ovens, and coal yards, and iron ore yards. There's a smog over there, lovely and smoggy. Yeah, that won't shorten your life expectancy at all. So I'm giving two thoughts about going over to the unloaders over there on the end of the wharf, and then I thought, yeah, because I'm down that ledge, I'm going to break line of sight. So that would probably be a silly idea, and that would end in tears. So instead, I'm looking at this little golden bit of sand. I'm wondering how low I can dare get to come back up it. So here I go. I've discovered I've turned around far too early to bleed my height off. So I'll cut my throttle, give it full down stick, but it's in stabilised mode, so it'll only give me 45 degrees pitch down. There you go, dropping down fast now, 30 metres altitude, nice shadow on the sand. The shipwreck's now being covered by the sea. It's somewhere there, you might be able to see it. Can we see it? There it is. Yep. I think I can still make it out in under the water there. Let's have a closer look at this harbour though. A much lower altitude. See if we can pick up some detail. Normally in HD you'd pick up loads of detail, but we're stuck with square screen, sorry. I love it when you can see through the water and pick out the detail. So much better than Black Sea. But yeah, much better view of the harbour from lower down now. It's about the only point of interest in my part of the world here. Now, I don't know what happened to this bit of pier out here, but there is a little bit. That's what caught my attention. I was trying to work out what it was, and then when I got up closer, I was like, oh yeah, sort of a derelict pier that something used to be joined to, but it isn't anymore. There's that dreaded radar centre, well, radar transmitter, receiver, whatever, on the end of the, I wouldn't even call it a pier, but it is a pier, I suppose. And I don't want to go anywhere near that thing. In fact, I'm being very brave, because this is about the closest I've ever been to it. But, brave pillow over. Right, so it's time to turn around and think about landing, so I have at least got a video. Again, let's drop some speed. Let's have a more picturesque look. Get my words out. There we go. Right, so that's about all there is to look at, really. So what I'll do now is I've bled my height off, so I'll just come round. There, the wind's now blowing right to left on me. Just come, make a bit of a left-hand turn, line myself up, and come in for a landing. I was going to make a right hand turn, sorry, no, I'm going to make a left. So we kill the power. Kill off a bit more. There we go, 23, 43 milliamps used, it says. And my light pole. Just checking the whiteboard there, 2,919 milliamps was put back in according to my charger. Let's keep them down, and that's as close as you want to get. Thank you for watching, subscribe, like, cheers.